What's going on, everyone? Goddrifter here, and welcome to Car Racing. And keep in mind, it has been a while since I've played CarX. I believe the last time I played this game was for one of the podcast episodes. So, yeah, right now I'm going to be picking out 3 vehicles for today. And along with that, I have some interesting facts for the cars I picked specifically. So, most likely I'm gonna be doing this in the number generated format, so that way it'll be interesting because I never know what car I'm gonna pick. So let's see, it's 277. So any further ado, let's start some randomizing. First car is gonna be number 58. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Oh. I didn't expect to be this car though. Yeah, no, forget the number generator. I'm gonna be using the S15. Um, Alright. Alright. So in terms of what I'll be doing does that mean Springstone? Well, actually, I believe that a lot of people use Springstone a lot. So, instead I'm thinking of doing Kami Road. Drifting's on, time attack is off, clipping points, collision, and voting is on. Nighttime mode, I'm gonna keep it off unless otherwise, and there's no password. So, without any further ado, uh, let's get to drifting. Hopefully that no one hits me while I go AFK in a little bit, because right now this always happens. Like, no joke, the only time that I will get hit in Goddrifter Racing live stream is literally when I get chased by literally 2 people. I just wanted to beat my car for no reason. In terms of the S15, the S15 came out around 1999. In terms of the model year, well, the car came out in 1999 and in production in 2002, if I remember correctly. I don't know. It's probably the same thing as the Skyline, but except it actually had 3 trim levels. It was the original, the Spec S, and then the Spec R. And most people will actually pick the Spec R, but in my personal opinion, I like the Spec S a lot more. due to the fact that even though it's a bit heavier than the Spec R, it's has a lot. Not to mention, this car has a huge aftermarket in terms of what this car is. I mean, seriously, Vertex, Rocket Bunny, I think Liberty Walk might have something for it. I don't know. COS, Garage Mac, Mini, and etc. etc. And these type of cars, once the one yeah, excuse me, once it's reached 2024, then then cars like the S15, the R34, the Evo, I think it's either the Evo 5 or the Evo 6, can't remember. Evo 6, the Stagia, RWC34, I think as well as the not the NSX. The NSX is already street legal. But yeah, most of the most of the JM production car. Hello, welcome to the live stream. But for the most part, it actually is a look like Well, if you're wondering about the car show, I'll do the car show tomorrow because, well, I'm taking a tiny break from it. Uh, if you actually watched the last stream, like, watch I say stream, you would know that things gotten a bit out of hand, and it was up to the point where like there's a point where it's being okay, I gotta go tomorrow, so let's get this back. It's back again. Yeah, in terms of what type of vehicle it is, essentially I wouldn't say it's a coupe per se, because it has back seats, but most people, when they buy S15s, they usually take the back seats out, because who needs friends when you have an S15? But then again, if someone actually kept the back seats, it's probably because they want to actually have the car to its original condition. And I can tell you most of the time, these prices, the prices for cars like these, are gonna be way over everybody's heads. Because, well, obviously it's an S15. Most people wouldn't bet an eye on just the two giants of the Nissan Corporation, the Skyline and the Sylvia, and I guess the Z, but the Z, in my opinion, usually doesn't count. So I guess I guess that kind of works. I don't know. Oh great, and my controllers low. Uh, well, I can actually just choose another vehicle while I'm doing everything else. Alright then. In fact, actually, this is a where I'm from, right? he's gonna tell. You can tell by my interesting accent that we don't actually talk like this, or something like that. No, we don't. We don't speak like any of those accents here. But uh, I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm not from Canada. If I, that's not. I wish I was from Canada. I mean, seriously, seriously, snows every winter. I don't mind that much. But yeah, Kentucky, nah. I mean, you're kind of a nose, but yeah, no, not from Kentucky. If I was from Kentucky, Florida, nah. Although south, you're very close, but we're not southeast. Okay. New Jersey. Well then. Okay. Let's see. Z, no. R8, no. 7 degrees and 16 degrees here. You guys aren't normal. Well, in terms of normal weather, that probably would make more sense, but yeah, 52 degrees. Uh, oh, actually not though. I actually want to. I haven't driven this car in a while. Well, it's time for me to talk about the very controversial, uh, very controversial car of Toyota's lineup, aka the Toyota A90 Supra. Look, I don't. They'll just tell me, yeah, Cali. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Not to mention, uh, rained twice in a row. Didn't expect that. What? Real? Yeah. Oh jeez. Okay, keep in mind I've not driven this car in a while, so uh, yeah. And not to mention the EUPW. I said controversial Toyota lineup, and not to mention my slangs are literally a giveaway, and not to mention on top of Lord of the Lights. Oh, and okay, that sometimes happens, but yeah, not to mention that BMW joke is a legit, is literally so old. Someone put two J's in. Oh my goodness. I don't know how many people have joined in, but my goodness. What the? Jesus. Use Nightball, you don't have to be so mean. Also, so yeah, this was actually very controversial because of two things. This is Nightbot's there because well, unless someone types in caps legit 3 times. Oh my goodness, it's literally Austin Powers. The one, it's literally Austin Powers over again, where he has, where it's like, oh, you have to ask the same question 3 times, and it's like, oh. As I was saying, back in 2014, there was a car called the FT1. It was not NSX today. It was cool. Trust me, I saw. Wait, unless it's the first gen, then that would make more sense. But if it's the second gen, that's actually cool too, because you don't see those very often. Not to mention it's out of my price range, but it should be fine. Uh, yeah, hello, welcome to the live stream. Alright. So the reason why this car is very controversial is because well, Toyota was going to make the FT1 the new Supra. It was it was bound to happen at some point. Well, just like well, then again, the GTR was the first out of the many legendary JDM cars that were new and actually get out of its comfort zone, and instead of being in Japan, is available all over the place. The US, Europe, and heck, even New Zealand had cars like those. But cars that's the 89 Supra, or in this game is known as the Carnage 4C. I can't remember. Wait, no, it's not the Carnage. Hold on. I think it was called a Nomad. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. But but didn't people not like the Porsche looking MR2 and the GT86? If you're talking about the Mark 5, yeah. Um, wait, no, I say yeah. It is. It's a Nomad GT. Um, but then people not like the Porsche looking MR2 and the GT86. Well, the thing is, of all the cars, the GT86 wasn't bad. The reason why people hate it because it was slow for what it was. Can I get you set up? Nah, I'm good. Besides, I was about to change cars anyways. Um, that's my Supra. Because the new GT86 is not bad. My favorite. It's actually not that bad. The reason why people do not like the new can't we stand up? I'm not even in the lobby yet. Oh my goodness. Um, let me just look for my lobby because I know. Now let's. Oh, there we go. This is on my. Well, I know I left somebody in there, but in terms of the Porsche looking MR2, I think you're talking about the ZW30. I think that's what it was called. No. Get the Carrot too. It's nice. I have all the cars, so you don't have to tell me that twice. I might need to have this. Might need to have the stuff for the Supra to put on the Mark 5 because I know the Mark 5 is that had a 2001 Civic Coupe and it was like they made in CarX Streets Online. How in the world did you manage to do that? I mean, then again, I don't believe there are any Hondas in this game, like at all. In fact, I'm pretty sure I don't know what happened, but that's not. I wish Honda was actually in this game, so that way I can actually make make a bell sign in sex. But that's just my opinion. But in terms of why people don't like the ZTW30, is because it looks. Bleh. Can you do a private lobby? I can't find a lobby. What's my Steam Workshop? Okay. Um, my lobby is. Oh, okay. Unless you, because there's one thing that most people do not. Can't, reason why most people cannot find it is because of the server they're in. So unless you're in the American server, most people can actually find it easily. Can you damn? All right, give me a moment. I'm trying to know what card to choose. Uh, what car am I not driven yet? What car am I not driven in a while? Uh, hmm. Oh, and the project was called COVID-19 Project Guard. My goodness. So most likely you end up getting your that Honda Civic, and then just oh my goodness, it'll be really fun, cause during the start of the pandemic. Ouch. This is like oh my goodness. Oh dear God. I hope that you aren't fast tandems, cause I'll probably be probably literally be the end of me for the most part. But yeah, behold, my I mean your game cool. Oh my goodness, the lag. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Alright. Okay. Well, yeah. Most likely, many people. What the? And oh, great. Oh no! Sorry about that. And was that Mike's RX-7? Oh, regardless. Alright, Stingers, Things Edition Among Us. Like, bye. Okay. But yeah, there many cars are hated for different reasons. Most people do not like the R33 is because of initial D. Like no joke, the R33 was talked down upon is because of. So you know what? Okay, cool. I bet. Yeah, it's Mike's Mad Bull. I can tell. What was I saying? Oh yeah. There are many reasons why most people have like a hate boner for cars, and it's most likely the reason to the fact that many people don't like many cars for many reasons. Most people didn't like the Prius because of well, it was the first hybrid. Not to mention, it wasn't the best looking hybrid. Let me tell you that much. But throughout the years, they just became a meme. So literally, like the moment's like, no, we're not going to be doing another Prius type mess. But then again, who knows? It can actually be everyone's favorite platform to actually work on. But uh, then again, there's also the R33. The reason is because well, I don't know why people don't like the R33 because it was legit the middle child, and not to mention it kind of looked like an S14 Zenki in the front, but except it's a little bit more angry. Oh my goodness. Uh, oh Jesus, my bad. Yeah. Oh Jesus, my bad. Hey, you two go right ahead. Now, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Well, the R33 didn't. Oh my goodness. For some reason, I feel like the R33 doesn't deserve that much hate. Like, no joke, it was legit one of the most underrated GTRs that ever came out, other than the C110 and the what's that called? Yeah, except the C110 actually was a classic back in 1975. But the R33, the legit Nissan R33, came out around 1996. Which is not a bad it's actually not that bad of a vehicle to look at. But then again, there's also the Nissan Juke because it was ugly. Not to mention the Juke R had an R35 motor attached to it. So yeah. Then in terms of Mitsubishi, I can't say that most Mitsubishis are hated. Like even though yes, there's the Outlander, and then yeah, there's also the what's it called? And again, there's also the Sportback because it's legit a legit a Mitsubishi Evo station wagon of all things. And in fact, I think there was the older Sportback that legit looked like a Volvo, but a lot more boxier. But well, except for the Eclipse Cross. The Eclipse Cross is meant to be hated, but the third gen Eclipse, not that bad. I mean, then again, I grew up with the thing, and not to mention there's also the 3000 GT. There's the Evos. Well, most people do not like the Evo. I don't know which Evo it was, but um, I don't know which Evo that most people do not like. I think the Evo 10 is the most disliked because of just the way it looks. I mean, then again, I love the Evo 10, so there's that. um, Mazda. In terms of Mazdas, I believe the RX-8 has more hate than the MX-5. And, well, by that, I'm talking about like the NCs. But the NCs kind of actually got out of that hate zone. But the RX-8, oh, my bad. The RX-8, I do believe that's still on someone's hate list. And it's because, well, even though is that, yep, that's actually, I'm like, wait a minute. That's, yeah, that's, Dayoshi Harris's BRZ that he LS swapped. And then again, in terms of the Nissans, I don't know if most people have heard of these cars, but there's such thing as an M56 or like a Q45. Not to mention, these type of cars are mostly luxurious. And when I say mostly luxurious, I meant they're ridiculously comfortable for what it is. I mean, seriously, I sat in the Q60 more times than I can actually count. In fact, of all the Q models that Infiniti has made throughout the years, I believe the Q50 and Q60 deserves their stay. Q70 and Q70L, even though they're good, they're mostly it's more like the S class from Mercedes-Benz and the 7 Series models of BMW, and I think there's and the S8 from Audi. But then again, in terms of like Japanese luxury cars, I think a lot of people look up to is literally the Infiniti Q45, a the Acura Legend, and then in terms of Lexus, I think either Lexus look out for the GS or the LS, due to the fact that literally all those cars that were mostly I would say they're mostly inexpensive. Oh god. Uh, like I said, they're not mostly expensive. They're more of like they have like this sort of pedestal that most people most people must have in their car list. But yeah, it's actually not as bad as most people seemed. I mean, seriously, I actually do want a GS in real life, but then again, having a learner's permit and having a license comes first. And this dude literally trying to pull up a competition. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was very close. And again, actually, let me change cars because although the Larry German Mark II is not bad, I need something more. Like something that actually, there's one thing I didn't realize is that the tier one cars, um, all of the new cars that are from that update, they have some new stuff. And by that, yeah, this is the caster is 15, which, believe it or not, it's kind of weird. Has so many recreations of cars. I don't know which. I don't know what one's my favorite. Oh, favorite anymore. Oh my goodness. Oh, actually, it has been 30 minutes. So, uh, most likely, if you're new to my channel, you will know that I like to do a certain of segment of my live streams called Racing Cliches. Now, for those who do not know what Racing Cliches is, essentially it's kind of like if you ever heard of overly sarcastic productions is Joke Talk. It's kind of works like it kind of works the same thing while talking about a certain aspect of a racing game or I say aspect of a story. But for me, it's racing games. So um, oh dear lord. Okay. Anyways, today's racing cliche is let's see which one I want to talk about. Oh, actually, it's actually I was talking about for a while, and that is uh what's that called? Basically the uh, actually I'm about to call this thing anyways. But we have what is called the Japan bug. So, what is the Japan bug? The Japan bug is kind of like you know how like a fruit fly when it bits someone it has certain aspects. Well, the Japan bug is kind of like that, except once, hey, once you actually watch something like Fast Food Tokyo Drift, Initial D, Long at Midnight, uh, or played way too many Tokyo Stream Racers, or played Car Series Racing. Well, everybody and a mom. Oh jeez. Okay, we're good. Uh, um, but yeah, everybody wanted Japan. This is well, and it's for a good reason because obviously it has so many things going on in the Japan scene where it's like, oh, okay, so Japan was one of the many aspects of cars that a lot of people know about. Except, um, okay, let me tell you how many fans actually wanted Japan as a as a racing location. Forza Horizon fans want Japan. Need for Speeds in some aspects wanted Japan. Um, and oh my goodness, what else? I've got one. My son, your two skills are impressive, but you're missing one more thing. I know, and that is the actual drifting, not just but the actual shifting. Where the tofu car at? Oh my god. Yeah, this will help stop spamming crabs. Oh my god. But yeah. Anyway, so in terms of why people wanted Japan as a race location, it's actually quite simple. Because Japan is one of the many countries that actually has a lot, and I mean a lot, of manufacturers that actually have made bike kits, bumpers, side skirts, hoods, roofs, spoilers, and heck, even wheels and tires. But the reason why most people wanted Japan is for a good reason. Because the moment they say, oh, Like, oh, I want this game to be take place in Japan. It's this game looks interesting. Can you add bike kits here? In terms of is you can put bike kits on cars. Yes, yes you can. This is, and it's actually and the bike kit list is actually not that bad. They're just all the cars and all the bike kits on license. So there's that. Not to mention yeah. Um, these are all the yeah, these are the bike kits. Hmm. Ah, okay, that's interesting. I didn't realize I can actually um I'll get this game. Oh my. But most likely in terms of I love drifting. All right, but whatever you do not do what I did and buy a fourth car because obviously they already came with three cars. These three specifically are your starter cars. So yeah, there's that. What car have I not driven? Oh, actually, yep, I'm getting the Slam M5. Oh my goodness. But anyways, Japan is one of those countries where let's say it's one of those things where if the game doesn't take place in Japan or if your game does not have a Supra, then forget buying it because it sucks. It's like that's not true. Some games some games don't even take place in Japan and their games are good. Like most people want like here's the thing. Most people want the next um most people want the next Tokyo Stream Racer. It's kind of true, but at the same time, it actually makes no sense at all. Don't mind me, I'm just a slam V10 powered him. Oh my goodness, it's not all right. That's gonna be the next racing cliche um, for today, because most usually I talk about one aspect, but yeah, this is gonna be the second aspect. What was I saying? Oh yeah, in terms of how many games actually take place in Japan, literally 50% of the games I played takes place in Japan. Shin Megami Tensei takes place in Japan. This man fooled me like a sand machine. Oh my, this man fooled me by this man fooled by me with a sand machine. Oh my goodness. This man rolled. All these men say rolled by me with a sand machine. Hey, there's even slammed in the license plate. Maybe a single soul here in this stream, but just hear it. There's someone the Airbnb when delivering tofu. Someone under. Someone under. Oh my god. I am so done. This is too funny. Anyways, uh, yeah, most people will think like, oh, like man, Japan is like, I want Japan in the racing game. Like, guys, there's legit games that take place in Japan, especially racing games. Seriously, heck, Tokyo Extreme Racer. There's Tokyo in the name, meaning that it takes place in Japan. But most people will be like, most people are like, man, I wish game takes place in Japan. It's like, guys, look up Tokyo Extreme Racer, and you probably will find what you need. Well, unless most of you guys own the Xbox 360, then you probably would be like, it's literally like the one I forgot what meme it was where I think it was the either the teacher or the principal that says pathetic. From The Simpsons. Oh my goodness, it's like man, I wish that we have. It's like every single racing game. Man, I wish like games takes place in Japan. Then there's the Tokyo Stream Racer. It's like pathetic. And heck, even I forgot what. Wait, I think it was called Automo. Oh my god, Automolestia. I think that's what it's called. It was that one racing game with a really cartoonish look. That it has like that Japanese vibe on the in the game, but yeah, it's kind of like that. And heck, even Test Drive 2002 has a segment, has like big. Let's see, in Test Drive 2002, excuse me, excuse me, in Test Drive 2002 there are many what's that called? In terms of the chapters, the first chapter was San Francisco, but chapter two was Tokyo, and by far, and not to mention, it's probably one of the most popular cities to actually race into the fact that literally most people watch it because of Wanga Midnight, and not to mention many people like watch Initial D and it's like man, I wish I lived in Japan. While in Japan it's quite the opposite. It's like man, I wish I could live in the U.S. And it's like cool. I think, but then again, I think the reason why most people visit the U.S. is due to the fact that um, that we have, as out of all the countries, we have amazing universities and colleges. But this man in the BMW somehow drifting smoothly like a Chad while spinning while how this is impossible. What wizardry is this? Oh my goodness. It's called camber. It's actually my what secret is this? This is the secret. Camber plus low tire pressure plus a whole lot of angle plus a V10 motor equals equals the chattest drift of all time. Oh my goodness. But yeah. For me, in terms of what my perspective of having a race game in Tokyo, I think it'll be a good change of pace. Well, except for the Forza games, because of the fact that when it comes to Forza, everybody wants everybody wants a everybody wants a Forza Horizon Festival somewhere. Like seriously, they had one in Colorado. They had one. Me. Who is you again? As I was saying, uh, hey Uzi, it's been a while. Anyways, uh, as I was saying, most people are like, well, one of my aspects of if a racing game should take place in Japan, and yeah, if a racing game should take place in Japan, I would say, Test Drive Soul Crown, should have aspects of Japan, so that way you have. That's just, here's my hope. I hope it's not like TU2 in terms of like the license races and many others, because I was legit terrified about that mess. Actually, I do have something interesting. I'll be right back. I'm gonna be changing cars. My goodness, I changed more cars like changed shoes. What in the world? Oh my goodness. But yeah. Question. Uh, question. How much is the game? The last time I bought this game, it was around $39.99, so around $40. I don't know. Do a donut. Do a donut. My goodness. What car have I not brung out yet? Hmm. Oh wait, it's a CLK. I completely forgot about those. Anyway, anyways, I'm coming back. Oh, burnout. I did a burnout legit, like not even that too long ago. Like I literally just did a burnout like please or burnout. How can I charge it next? You do realize that I can't just grab it. I cannot just do everything else in my power entirely, right? And not to mention, it's just not to mention, I'm still talking about today's racing cliche. Join. There's it's like the lobby's not even private. Like no joke. Like I don't know how many people like man I can't find your lobby. It's like my super too fast time to get another car. Well, your super wasn't that bad. It was just that well then again you did have Supra and I believe yours is over 1,000 horsepower. So I would have blamed me to want to get another car. Well, the reason is because I actually changed cars in the first place. But oh Jesus. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah. In terms of so like in terms of how many in terms of like my aspects of Japan, I believe it's like a good change of pace. Uh, I'll go. I'll go back to class either. What the? What are you doing out of class then? Oh my goodness. Uh, moving on. um. Well, yeah. In my aspects of um, drift, not drift games. In terms of like Emirates games in Japan, not so much. Oh, okay. As I was saying, in terms of what kind of cars, not cars, what kind of like if there's one game to visit Japan in, there are plenty, but I would recommend at least 5 games. The first one is the Tokyo Stream Racer series. These type of games usually has those other games usually take place in Japan, and not to mention there's also the Shikoku Highway. There's also the Super Sonic Drift build. Now obviously it has to be over 1,000. Oh my goodness. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, but yeah, in terms, yeah, Tokyo Stream Racer series, especially the import tuna challenges, uh, not challenges, import tuna challenge. Um, and not to mention there are teams that are legit very interesting. Like there's a team they're only the drive where the only cars that the drivers drive is around 86s that are legit A86s. So like the 11s and the Chirinos, and well heck, there's even like I believe in Tux Extreme Zero that all the drivers in that team drive Hondas. So like Integras, Accords, S2000s, Civics, um, and heck, and well, heck, there's even like a team where there was like, um, there was like a team where like everybody in that team is stationed there. So like literally, so it's literally like having it's actually not that bad of actually having teams in racing games, but then again, who am I to judge? And also, teams, they're gonna be tomorrow's racing cliche. Um, so for you future racing game developers, if you want to add, well, let's see, let me just talk about four more. Yeah, let's talk about four more racing games. Second one is Treasure 2002, which if you beat Chapter 1, go to Chapter 2, then you'll probably see the reason most people want in Japan in the first place. Second will be Midnight Club Los Angeles, not Los Angeles, Midnight Club 3 Double Edition Remix. And, um, yeah, I was saying, Midnight Club 3 Double Edition Remix. The reason is because obviously, the new map not to mention there was a mode called Tokyo Challenge. It's actually a very interesting way to actually, not to mention, you make a lot of money from races in that mode. Like the cheapest car is around 20,000. You can actually do a race for 20,000. So, uh, yeah, there's that. Um, so Tokyo Stream Racer, um, Test Drive 2002, Medical Steel Edition Remix. Excuse me. Oh, um, four. Well, number four is quite obvious. Um, number four is the Gran Turismo games. Like out of all the games entirely, Gran Turismo has the most tracks that take place in Japan of any racing game. Period. And last but certainly not least, um, I know like this doesn't count because it's still the same series, but the Tokyo Extreme Racer Drift series, instead of a highway, it's all toge, and yeah. Not to mention there are a lot of like unofficial tracks. Like for example, there's Yokohama. I think that's what the track is called. Uh, that legit, literally, you're racing in like a neighborhood street, which don't know why. But yeah, it's actually not that bad. Yeah, for you future racing game developers, if you want to actually, if you want your racing game to take place in Japan, make sure that you know of Japan's customs, and not to mention if you want to make a game that takes place in Japan, just be sure to actually not have the actual money wrong, especially um when it comes to like the early 2000s Japanese games that actually takes place in Japan. Because I'm not kidding when I say this, but legit S13. Uh, ah, deal. What the? Um. Oh my goodness, Nightbot. You think world's gonna stop me? Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know what that thing. I don't know what that was. It was a Attack on Time theme. Well, just. Oh my goodness. Sing in your head or something. Hmm? Huh. Okay, I just. Went, literally just went back to and see if anybody's still there. Guess not. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Just be sure. Just be sure to actually make sure that the actual currency will be yen. This is alright, Nightbot. You're way more annoying than me in the Me 6. Sneaky Discord wannabe bot. About that. Yeah. Oh Jesus! Oh. Okay. That was much more scary than I thought it was. But oh. Okay, it's Brian Scullen from the Fast and Furious movies. It makes you. If he's a Discord logo. Hmm? Wait. I apologize, but I don't have a like a back view. That scared me so bad, bro. Like, no joke. Oh my god. I was like, what the heck is this? Like, all I see was this light, like, legit this Kawasaki green eclipse just coming at me. I'm like, oh crap. This is. Like, I think in DK's perspective, I believe he saw a black bands just coming at him, like, no, coming at him like it was a, like a charging train. Like, my god. Yeah, the bot got me. Oh my goodness, what in the world? Anyway. Holy crap, he's fast. Keep in mind, I'm in the class 4 bends. He's in a class 3 Eclipse. And then again, I kind of have a feeling that that most people gonna recreate the Eclipse from the first Fast and Furious movie. Jesus, ow. Okay, that was actually pretty good. I didn't expect to be outrun by an outrun by an Eclipse, but it should be fun. Oh my goodness. Actually, there's one car have I not gotten out yet. Alright. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I don't know why I'm just spamming caps for some reason. Uh. No, what was I saying? Oh right. Meant to change cars. Okay. Magenta S14, no. Blacked out RX-7, no. Dawson at 620, no. I haven't taken this car out yet. Okay, it's time for the Black Widow Hot Rod to actually... It's time to go drifting in it. Because why not? I see, then again, it'll be hilarious if the devs actually added a F132 to the game, but I kinda doubt it. And also, the reason why I'm playing CarX in the first place is because of CarX Racing 2's new update, where they added two cars. They added, not two cars, they added three cars. They added the 4-door Skyline, they added the 300ZX Z32, not Z31, because there's two variants of that. And last but not least, they also added the, I think it was, oh my goodness. It was the Solstice. That's what I was meant to say. But then again, I have not seen a. Alright then, as I was saying, I have not seen the Solstice in God knows how many years. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're good. Oh Jesus. Okay. I wish my tires were a lot wider, but oh well. Okay, so I don't get. Okay. I did well drifting a Japanese car, and I did well drifting in your car. Yet when it comes to American cars, I am struggling like I was struggling like this car is new. Like what in the world is going on here? And guys, stop. I gotta get a drink, maybe another car. Okay. In 2 minutes, I'm actually gonna talk about the next racing cliche, and you guys, and for those that actually grew up in the not early, in the mid slash late 2000s, you will know these type of cars. So most likely be ready because I am going to spill the absolute guts out of the mid and late 2000s. In terms of what car I want to drift next, Panda BRZ, Raywalk M3, Panama 32, Raywalk Dodge Challenger, Vars ST, Vars Subaru, uh, VIP style M5, Rocket Money BMW. That's the Rocket Money Mercedes Benz, by the way, people. Um, Vars Equal 10, a RD4 swap, RD4 face swapped Stagia. Excuse me. Whew. Um, C6 Corvette, Vars, wait, not Vars. This one's is a Vertex S15. Toyota Corolla. Um, I completely forgot what car this is. I know it's a Mark II, but I forgot what bike this is. I think this is Origin Labs, if I remember correctly. Blacked Out Benz, Advento Supra, Falcon Replica S14, um, wide body RS6. I actually do like drifting that mess, by the way. Um, let's see, RS4, Rocket My GTR. I forgot what bike it is for, but it's for the 270Z. Rock R8. Again, Unicorn. RTRX. Rocket Bike. Toyota Supra. I don't know what car to choose at this point. Uh, hmm. Oh, I see 2 minutes have passed by. Alright, this is gonna be it. Not now. Be right. Actually, wait. No, it's alright. I do not remember not spoiler being there. Uh, so the second racing cliche that I'll be talking about is, you guessed it, V10 powered cars. And I'm not kidding when I say this. There were many of those back in the mid and late 2000s. Like seriously, the Porsche Carrera GT was V10. The BMW M5s and M6s were V10s. The I forgot what other car it was that was. Oh wait, no, I do remember. It was the I believe it was an Audi. I forgot what Audi it was, but it came with a V10 as well. I'm not talking about V10 powered supercars. I'm talking V10 powered luxury cars. So I'm literally talking about the vehicles that in the mid to late 2000s, that they were popping out V10 model cars like it was nothing. So what makes this what makes this racing cliche a this racing cliche of this type? Well, essentially what it is literally people wanted a car that actually wants a power of literally 10 cylinders. Except for the fact that half of those cars stopped working after legit 500 to 1,000 miles. And the weird thing is, it's literally no ex. I would arrive again. Okay. I literally just grabbed another car. Man, like everybody just decided to spam caps like it was nothing. But uh, unless they're kids, and that probably would be the only reason that why they would actually spam caps like it was full on nothing. But then again, that's just me. Oh jeez. Okay. Huh. Thing is, I don't mind it if they have like some sort of like an exhaust tune for it, so like that way you can actually have it as loud as you want, or how much flame, how much of like a flame spin out of the exhaust. Hmm. Oh, okay, I was about to say, wait, where's the exhaust again? Like, oh wait, it's in the sides. Okay, there I go. I think I have way too much practice with this car. I don't know. If you see me, but if you don't know what car I'm in a very patriotic, not BMW, very patriotic Ford Mustang Fox body doing burnouts. Is that Twerk Stallion? Oh my god, it's Twerk Stallion. It's like the more I notice the red and gold, I'm like, oh my god, that's Twerk Stallion. And he and he has the missing hood. If that's not detail, I don't know what is. My goodness. Oh my god, that is sick. You like? Yeah, I do like it. One in the world. Hold on, let me. Oh god dang! I wish that we had like some sort of what's that called? I wish we had some sort of drone. But then again, I think I, I think we'll get it in the next update for this game. I don't know, but most people will say I have an LS inside this Fox body, but little did they know that was supercharged Roush engine. Oh god. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. You guys good? Oh god. Okay. So as I was saying, V10 powered supercars were a thing back in the mid to late 2000s, where literally every manufacturer had tried their best to pump out as many V10 powered cars as possible. Audi with I forgot what Audi has that was a V10. Right now, I'm not talking about the R8 because in case you guys know, I was just talking about the 2009, 2010 other R8s that came with V10s. Um, that's not the one I'm talking about. BMW with the M5s and M6s. Um, I don't know if Mercedes has something like that. Uh, that's what I was saying. Oh yeah. What else? I don't know. Honestly, I forgot what vehicle it was, but I forgot what other car I forgot what other cars actually came with like a V10. But yeah, these manufacturers were popping out V10 powered cars that they were going out they were going out of style. And again, the reason why V10 powered cars were basically having a V10 powered car is basically a rare thing. It's because no one has a car like that in like the mid to late 2000s. And unfortunately, the reason why they discontinued those models specifically is due to two things. One, they're really expensive to buy, and two, it's because the what's that called? Ow. And I think the second reason is has to do with like the stock market crash, and it's not. And it's actually a bad idea to invest in a V10 power. Oh jeez, V10 power supercar. Which, keep in mind, it's not bad. I mean, the Dodge Viper was the first American production car to receive the V10. Uh, then again, okay, I'm not gonna lie what I said, but when I was a kid, I thought like every single supercar was powered by either V10 or V12. But I was wrong. Well, actually, then again, I did. Um, I I did remember that I thought the Super Dogs actually had like some sort of weird engine because it has a really weird exhaust note. Like it's muscle than more muscle than a typical four cylinder like an Evo. And then again, um, you never know. Um, but then again, turns out like the moment I hear the 4GT's engine, I'm like, yep, that's a full-on V8. And then oh, I do remember now. Porsche had a Carrera GT that was actually a V10, if I remember correctly. But that mess was too dangerous to the point where, actually, in fact, most people prefer to for people that actually own both a 918 and a Carrera GT, and they would have people drive the 918 than a Carrera GT. It's because of how dangerous it is to drive. As in, not kidding when I say this, but the reason why the 4GT is dangerous to drive is because, well, you don't have a school for it. That's a that's already a bad sign that if you don't have a driving school for a specific car, then how are you supposed to drive it safely? In fact, many lives were lost due to this car, especially the especially the especially especially the actor that was a car enthusiast like all of us, aka Paul Walker. So, for you future racing game developers, if you want to have a car sound like a V10, look up what car had V10s back in the mid to late 2000s. Because many people, many people like us don't have the luxury of actually have a taste of a V10 or a V12, or especially a high horsepower V8. So, yeah, that's today's two racing cliches. Time is it? Oh snap, it's not 24. Alright, I didn't even finish my shake. Alright, so, alright, so, for the most part, um, more of the story, um, if you like to have, um, most likely, if you have to get your own driver's license, do it in the most crucial time, because out of all things that can happen, you might not ever get a driver's license. Due to the fact that, well, most people will actually, most people will not do not realize how much having a driver's license is, how much valuable it is to have a driver's license than having none at all. So, yeah, it's a stage mode story. Anyway, Hope you guys enjoy this live stream. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below and see you next. Also, follow me on Instagram at Goddrifter247sun Productions. Follow me on Twitter at G27S. And then follow my Discord is at Goddrifter247sun Productions Garage Museum. And last but certainly not least, check out my series One Gun Fury. And also, hashtag Polyphony Fix the Game. So, without any further ado, well, this is Goddrifter signing off, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.